Hey, what's up guys, it's Joshua here and today we're back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make custom sky in Minecraft. There's a few videos of it, like about making it on YouTube, and they're all pretty cool, but I just want to make my own, I guess, to kind of show you guys my method. One of them, I'm going to show you guys two in this video. One's a much simpler one, which even if you make like packs on mobile, for example, you could probably do it on that as well. But I'm not going to show you guys how to put in the bedrock, because I'm assuming if you are making on mobile, more than likely you're doing it just for bedrock. But I'm not going to show you guys how to like put them in, because that would just take more time and stuff in this video. But I'm going to show you guys how to also put those guys in a PC and stuff and have all that work out. And like I said before, two methods. One is a much easier one, and the other one is harder. But you definitely need a computer for it, because the program we're going to be using is called Cellsaver here. And it's not like that much harder, but it'll give you nicer looking skies for like the more effort that it takes. So let's get started in this video. So I'm gonna leave a few files down in the description. I know I'm definitely gonna leave this one here, a little template that I made here, and I think I'm gonna leave another file later so you can put the files, so you can put it into the folder for Minecraft. I made some other things later on this video if I think pop in my head that you guys might need for your skies. So first, you just want to find an image on Google. I have one right here. That's just some sky. I recommend the higher the resolution really is, the better. Like if you can get like 1920 or over, I'd say like yeah, 1920 by 1080 over or over that. If you're doing the first method here, I would say you definitely need high resolution. But if you're doing the second one, which is the harder one, you don't really, but you should. So basically, the highest resolution you can find, the best. Go on Google, go on like one of those like 4K wallpaper websites. You should be able to find something fine, so that will do you good for this guy. So first thing, the sketch sky. I'm using paint.net here. I don't believe any of the plugins I have are necessary for this method, but if they are, I might leave some in the description. I don't know. But if I'm doing this and I see that you guys need one, then I'll leave them down. But if you don't, then I won't. So first thing, you just want to get your sky in paint.net. If you already have paint.net, go install it because you're gonna need it. Or I guess your photo editor of choice, but I use paint.net. So we have my sky here. Actually, this looks kind of like dull. I'm gonna just bump the saturation on this a little bit. Okay, that looks a bit better. So basically, the first method what we're gonna be doing is, if you guys don't know about skies, this here's a little template that you're gonna see. So basically, also this guy here, he's smiley because this is you right now, and you're learning how to make skies. You're happy, am I right? No. Okay, fine. Okay, no. Okay. So this here's your template, and so the way that skies kind of work is, at least in the Java edition, is like it's basically this one template right here. Then you have your front, left, right, and back. Because Minecraft cube maps and skies, basically think of it as a cube around the game. Like you have like, if you're looking straight, you'll have like one cube like right here. You'll have like the one kind of like on your side, one behind you, and then the one on top and one on bottom. So this here kind of puts into a format which Minecraft can then read and then do all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what we're gonna do with this method is, since we're not using a program that can make the perfect like cube for us in the sphere, in this method here, we're just using Photoshop tricks. It's basically going to be like two of these tiles, but then a reflection over and a gradient, put a like slight gradient on the top and bottom in order to make it look kind of nice. You guys will see what I mean as we get started here. So first thing what you want to do is, we're going to be doing this in 124x little blocks. You can do them in higher if you want to make like a lot higher resolution skies. For the second method, I definitely recommend that for some people who have more BC computers. I don't, and also for the sake of this video, I want to do a little bit like lower, but this is still a very good resolution for skies, so don't get that wrong. I'm not just doing it for the sake of the video. This is a good resolution if you guys want to do that. But the highest I would go is 248, I think. But you can go higher if you want, if you really got a BC computer, but the highest I would go, I think, is just 248. Or 2048, sorry. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this image here. This image here is sized at 1024 by 2014. That is not right. Hold on. It should be 248. There you go. So you're going to take this image here. You're going to Shift S to use the magic wand tool and to select the whole thing. Copy it. Go over to your sky image. Make a new layer. And paste it. And we're just going to drag it in the middle somewhere. So now we have it on the layer. We can move it around freely like we see here. I'm going to make the opacity like a lot less, just so I can kind of see what we're going to be selecting. Now we're doing this here because this can make it a lot easier for us to select the section of sky that we want to use. Now keep in mind, every selection you have here is basically going to be reflected, so it might look kind of weird depending on what you choose. So if I did it like, let's say like right here, when this here is like reflected over, it might look kind of weird because how it goes in right here, and it's kind of like a big chunk, so that might not really be the best. So I think this here might look cool. It kind of has like some detail going up, and then I'll have I think I'm gonna try and leave, I guess, that misty part out, because that'll make it a lot easier for me to do the gradient at the end there. So I think that's good. We're still on the tool layer here that we added with the white image. We're gonna select that with the magic wand tool. Then we're gonna go to the layer under it, which is this guy, and then just copy that, and then paste it into this one here. So now we have the area we selected, which looks pretty decent. Now, some images might have a lot of noise, just depending on where you get them, because like I said before, it's kind of hard to find 4K wallpapers. So something you can do, actually, I don't recommend this, but maybe if you do this a little bit, it can look okay. If you add a little bit of median, it kind of makes it look like a painting in a way, I guess. But sometimes it can help a little bit. But I guess if you're really desperate, do that. But I wouldn't really recommend it. I would just pick a different sky. And hopefully this one too does look decent, because, you know, for video purposes. So, this should be good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to basically select a color on the top part here that is like most dominant, if that makes any sense. So a very prominent color here, because of the way I selected the image and what I took from it, is this kind of like this blue up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select up there and select it twice, so I have it set as both my colors. I'm going to go to more here, and I'm going to select the opacity of one of them all the way to 0. I'm going to make a new layer, go to the gradient tool. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make it a little gradient to help it fade kind of better. So what I'm going to do is, you guys here, and also hold down shift to make sure you have it going straight down. I'm just going to pull it down a bit, and as you can see, it basically looks pretty seamless, I guess, when we go into the top layer there. So that's pretty good. Can make another layer. Now here's a little more different, but keep in mind this is the bottom one, so you're not really going to be seeing it too much. And also with this method, depending on what kind of area you grab, it might be harder to do the top one. The bottom one doesn't matter that much, because it's like you're not really going to see that unless you're playing something like Sky Wars or Bed Wars. Then again, if you're playing a game like that, you're not going to really be focusing on that. So this one here, I don't really know. I think I'm going to grab a little bit of a darker one, because it's easier to put like, oh, I gotta be on a layer. It's easier to like put like a darker color over a lighter one than a lighter one over like some dark colors. If that kind of makes sense. So like I said before, make one of them kind of transparent, or make one of them fully transparent. One of the colors, hold shift, and then just do your gradient going up. You can go like pretty high up with the gradient. It's up to you. Like I could go like all the way up to here. Then it might kind of look like, it might kind of take away from some of the clouds. But that there actually looks good. Then we're gonna merge it all down, and then we're going to copy this, and we're gonna. This is a new file here that I made. This one here is going to be like the full like reflection that we're gonna be making now. So this one here should be 496 by 124. Paste the first half. That is not what I was supposed to select. What did I select? Oh, I selected that. Let's copy this, paste it in. We're gonna make a new layer now, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this one here. Back. We're gonna go to the layer or image, and just select flip horizontal. Copy it again. New layer, paste it, but this time we're just gonna move it over here, zoom in to make sure we get it right into the corner so it looks all good, fine and dandy. So that should be good. Alright, so see how I was kind of talking about the reflection thing now? You can kind of probably see what I'm saying here now, how it's just like reflected, and depending on like what you kind of put on the edges, it could look kind of weird. This here looks fine. This actually this here actually looks completely passable. So we're gonna merge that down now. Actually, we're gonna make a new file. Wait, should I do that? Actually, no. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go to the template here, and you're gonna want to select one of the squares, or instead you can make this like a new like white kind of like template piece like a 124 by 124. But I'm just gonna give it a template because that's what you guys are gonna be having. So it is yeah, I kind of should have put these things here because that might make it hard to select. But I just want you guys to have a little base to go off of. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna copy that. We're going to make a new layer, we're going to paste it, and then we're just going to press S after we paste it so we can still keep the selection. We're going to go into the bottom layer, and we are going to, what are we going to do? We're going to copy that, and then we're going to paste that as our back layer right here. Now in this second method, it would matter more where you put the back, front, left, and right, but since this one we're just putting a top gradient on top, it doesn't matter how it's going to merge in, so we can just put any one as the back one. But just do the first one, it's more simple. So we're going to paste that in there, and also what you could be doing this on a new layer. I'm not, just because, I don't know, video purposes. But now what we're going to do is we're going to select the area that's outside from the little bottom thing, and we're going to go back to the bottom layer, copy, and then paste it, and we're going to put that all the way on the bottom. Then make sure we line it up well, and then we'll be all good. Okay, so there we go. So now we have the skies that we just did right now. which look pretty good. And now what we're going to do is we're going to select the top part here. And now this might become an issue because I have these images here. So I probably should have, okay guys, yeah, do this on a different layer because now I'm coming an issue where if I try to select this, it might start selecting that. So I'm just going to zoom in all the way. And I'm going to get into like that 1 pixel right there. Hold down on it. Zoom out, hold control as you're zooming out, which makes it easier. And then zoom back in. Then you can also hold shift to make sure you're getting it as a perfect square. Now we have that area selected. We can make a new layer, and I'm just gonna fill it in temporarily with white, just to, actually no, that's not white, hold on. There we go, with white to make my job easier. What we're gonna do is we're gonna select the dropper tool. We're gonna go down here again, just take that color, whatever it is, and it's filled in right here. So see here, this is how that's gonna like fade into that. So the sky, the top part will have nothing in it, which is why this method kind of doesn't look as good, but it's still a relatively good method, so I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Now we're gonna duplicate this layer here. We're gonna take it over to the left here. Make sure we get it all squared in and nice. And you can also use like your arrow keys to get it better in. So that's good. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to this layer down here. And we're gonna go down to the bottom and select the bottom color here, which is the one we made the gradient with. And we're going to fill in this image here with that, because this here is the bottom part of the cube, and this is basically what's going to be underneath this in the game. So that's literally done. So we're going to get into another method here. What you want to do is I would save this image as cloud1.png. Then at the end of the video I'll show you guys how you then put this in Minecraft. So this is actually a pretty simple method, like I said before. You can do it on mobile and stuff depending on what you use. And yeah, so I think now it's time for us to start the second method. I'll be back with you guys in a second, because I think I had to get a few things ready for that ahead of time. So I'll be back in a sec. Now for the next method, you're going to need a program called Cube the Sphere. I'll leave the download link to it in the description. Actually, this program was made like a long time ago, and little does this person know, people now use this to make cube maps in Minecraft. Kind of funny to think about. Alright, so we're going to need this program here. Go download it, go set it up, then launch it. And what we're going to do is you want to go to File, and then Open. I think I could just drag this file in here. Hold on. Oh no, I can't. Alright, so you're going to go to Open. You're going to want to go to your desktop, or wherever you left your sky. And I'm going to select it, Sky for Video. Now this program only does use BMP and JPEG files. So let's say for what instance you download a PNG, not likely, but you did. You can just go into paint.net and then save it as a JPEG. So that'll work fine. And my voice is raspy. So now that we have our picture in paint.net, what we have to do is we have to select what output we want all the files to be. So I'm going to go to options here, and I'm going to select 1024. And I'm going to go to File, and you want to go to Extract All. Now, these files will be the kind of like what we made at the start, like these little files here, or these little like cubes. And then they're basically they're all going to get pasted where you put where your sky originally was. I'm pretty sure. If I select Extract All, yeah. So now it's starting to render the top, bottom, right, left, and back and front. All right, guys. So all the images are now done rendering. In Cube the Sphere, we have all of our 6 cube map flow files that we need, which is great. So now what we want to do is we're going to separate these 3, the left, back, and right ones, all just around here. Now you're going to go into paint.net and make a file that is 124 by 3072. And no, 10024. I keep messing up numbers in this damn video. So as you know that, what we're going to do is we're going to select the top, bottom, and front. We're going to drag those into here and add all the layers so that way they're all in this file here. Now what you're probably noticing right now is that there is a distinctive line going down the whole thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to fix that and make it look a lot better. So what we want to do is get all these kind of shaped into where they should be. We're going to put them into like a vertical pattern. Kind of like how they would go, because they're all going to line up, because these are actually like perfect cube maps that the program makes. So I'm going to put this in right into the corner here. Press enter. I'm going to go to the front one. And I'm going to go down and then drag it in. I use arrow keys to get it in better. Alright, so there we go. So now we have all these lined up. We're going to put it all into one layer here. And bam, there you go. So if you want, you could just put these straight into the format here and like you're good to go. But that's not a good idea because the line here. So we're gonna get rid of it right now. So what we're going to do is we are going to make a new file here, which is the half of the width of the previous one. So it'll be 512 by 3072. This will make it a lot easier for us to select what we need to. Now we're going to select this and copy it. We're going to make a new layer on this file here. Now, if you're ever doing this now in this step here, I would paste this file over the side that is brighter, if that makes any sense. I find that typically makes the blend look a little bit better if you have more of the bright side than the dark side. But that's just me. I don't know. Maybe you guys like the dark side. Who fucking knows? We're gonna paint this, or not paint it, paste it, and we're gonna select this file hood to make it easier for us to select the bottom one. We're gonna copy it, paste it in one layer, make a new layer again, and paste it once more. And now, as we're still having it selected, we're gonna go into the bottom layer, the original one where we had the line in the middle with both sides. We're gonna delete that, Control X. Now we're gonna get rid of this here because we don't need it anymore. We're gonna take one of those two layers that we just pasted and made new. We're gonna flip it horizontally and then merge it down. Now this new layer is gonna be going underneath. So right now it looks exactly how it did before, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our eraser tool. Gonna take your hardness all the way down, make sure anti-aliasing is disabled, and you're gonna set your eraser tool to 500. If you're doing this on the bigger resolution, like 20 by 48 or 2048 by 2048, I recommend setting your eraser tool to about 1000. But we're doing it on half of that, we're gonna do half of the eraser tool, which is 500. So basically what you're doing now, your eraser is gonna be slowly kind of erasing this line here, and you could go just straight down depending on what your sky is, and that could look fine. Or maybe you can go like a little bit in some places, kind of to give it like a little bit more like a skyish flow or so. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna start erasing here, and as you can see, it's gonna start to look a lot better. And since this is a relatively consistent sky, this looks kind of okay. Actually, that looks pretty decent like that. Like if you zoom out right now, you'll kind of see like, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. You kind of see this line here like, oh, maybe that's kind of noticeable, but in game, it's honestly not, which is pretty good. Now, only thing I don't like about this program is that it makes these kind of weird points, which normally you actually can kind of get rid of, depending on how you erase it. But if not, you can always just grab make a new layer, grab the dropper tool, and then get the paintbrush. And while the hardness is still on nothing, you can just kind of like, wait, that is transparent, hold on. You can maybe just like press over it, or depending on what color you grab, you can actually make it blend in really nice. So if I go to the dropper here and I select this dark tool, which is kind of like the base of that there, I can go to the brush, and wait, I'm not even on the right layer. Alright, I'm gonna select that, go to the brush, and then just line it up. So that looks like kind of okay. You can also still paste it down so it's not like as like in your face. But then again, you don't really look up at the sky more like that much, so this shouldn't really matter. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. Now I'm starting to see this is kind of like noisy, but I think it's gonna look okay in game. If not, then I guess I should use the high resolution image. So we're gonna merge all these down together, so now they're all one layer. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go this one here, which is just like a 124 by 124. We're gonna use this to easier select those images from when we put them into the cube map. You can make a new layer right here, paste it over, and then we're gonna copy that. And this one here, you can make the new top file. So we're gonna paste it and line it up with this buddy right here. So if we do that, use arrow keys to better line it up. Boom, there we go, it's perfectly in there. Now we're gonna do is to make this a little bit easier, we're gonna duplicate that one little white layer. We're gonna flip it, not horizontally, we're gonna flip it vertically. Use that to select the bottom again. And then we're going to paste that in the bottom file. Move it in. Make sure you get it all nice and lined up. There we go. And then we're going to take now what we're going to do is we're going to merge those two white ones together so we can select the inside here, a lot easier. Copy that, and then paste it into the front. Let's get it in. Make sure it's lined up right, which is very important. And there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going back to our desktop. We're going to take these three ones here from before that came out of the program. We don't need to touch these up at all. Got the left, back, and right. We're going to put these in here, add the layers. Then you can use your little descriptions here to make sure you know which ones you're using. We're going to put the right one all the way in the right spot. As you can see, it's all lining up really nicely. So yeah, that is how you do the cube map style, or not the cube map, but the cube the sphere method for making your skies. So it's relatively simple, like I said before, but you do need a computer for it, and it is like quote unquote like harder to do, I guess, than the simple gradients like I showed you guys before. But this here is good. If you want to at this stage also too, like also for other method, you can maybe add like a little rainbow or something, depending on how the sky is. You can maybe Photoshop in some little things if you want. But yeah, this looks pretty decent, I think here. The noise doesn't look too bad. I think it'll be okay. Like I said before, save this now named as Cloud 1. If you're doing nighttime skies, what you want to do is you want to name them as Starfield 03. If you're doing evening skies, you want to name those as Cloud 2. So I'm going to put a little thing up on the screen at this point, a screenshot if you're watching on your phone, so you always look back and look at it for when you need to rename them. Now, the way that you guys are going to put this in Minecraft is, I know I'm going to leave a link to a file down below. I'm going to put in a zip file just because that's how files work. This is going to be a folder, which you guys are going to go into your texture pack. If you want to go to assets, you want to go to Minecraft. It's going to be called MCPatcher. You're going to want to put it right here in this folder here, along with textures. Now, I don't think I'm going to include this other stuff here, which you guys might not need, because these are not my files, so I don't want to be giving them out if they're not mine, but if they need to be there, I'll give them out. So, you want to go into Sky 1 here, you want to go into World 0, there's also going to be all these here. Now, I did not make any of these already, these are not my, like Word files here, I didn't make these, I'm not taking no credit for them, so, yeah, no, I did not make these friggin' files, alright, not mine. Alright, so now we're going to take our Cloud 1 file. We're going to drag it. I'm going to do the first one first, and I'll show you guys the second one. But after you do that, that's literally all you need to do. If you're doing a evening sky, just put it in as Cloud 2. If you're doing a nighttime sky, put it as Starfield 03. And there you go. It's really that simple. And now I'm going to hop into Minecraft. I'm going to show you guys the skies, and we're going to end off the video and close it up because I need to go do some stuff because I am busy. Alright guys, we are now in game, and as you can see, the sky here, the first one looks okay, like it doesn't look perfect. I think the quality of the image just wasn't very good that I chose, so that's definitely an issue with it. But as you can see, there's nothing really on the top and nothing really on the bottom, so it doesn't really like go together as like a complete sky. There's a weird little thing there. I hope I didn't add that by accident. But yeah, this is the sky here. Overall, it looks fine. It looks okay. So if you guys doing this on mobile, this is basically the best method that at least I know of doing this. Or if you guys just don't want to use Cubosphere for some reason, you can do your skies like this. And now I'm going to show you guys the next sky in a second. Alright guys, now we are in Minecraft again, and this is the second sky, which as you can see looks a lot more complete because it's just kind of like a full sphere around. I don't think I picked the best image because it's kind of like a misty sky, so this kind of just like covers the whole top, but overall it does look pretty good, and the little points there don't look too bad. At the bottom doesn't really matter though, like it kind of looks bad, but it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah guys, this is the second sky we made and how it looks. I definitely think this one looks better, but I think the mist, like this one looks more complete, but the mist still doesn't look very good in my opinion. But yeah guys, this is the XGem Games Sky tutorial. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, share this video around if you want to help other people how to make their skies. This is also a pack I'm working on. I'll tell you guys what you think. Yeah, it's a little bit of work I've been doing on this one pack. I haven't really done too much on it though, so I need to get it done. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to make skies from Minecraft. Like I said before, you can also do some nighttime skies and evening ones. I just want to do daytime skies in this one because all the other videos I've seen using these kind of methods all do nighttime skies. So I thought, why not differentiate? And here's actually that little line that we were getting out. I think, like, you can still kind of notice it, but when you're playing around, honestly, you're really not going to notice it. I wouldn't worry about it. But you do kind of end up with some little, like, reflection thing here, depending on how deep you go off the line. But, you know, it's whatever. It doesn't matter. This is the Cubosphere method is definitely the best method to make skies in Minecraft. Like, it's hands down, it is. So like I said before, you guys enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, new subscribe. I do drop packs about like once a week now or so, I'd say. I'm a little bit inconsistent lately because I've been busy, but I have been working a lot on them, so I got some stuff coming. So yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. Also, tell me any other texture pack tutorials you might want me to do in this video. And yeah, oh, almost ruined my texture pack world there. Alright, I will see you guys all again in the next video. Bye bye.